Welcome everyone. It's Enrico Jenko. I'm the Signal, and we are powered by the mighty rboi real-time binary option instrument. All right, let's just go over what the basic strategy is, how to basically use rboi. rboi is a real-time binary option instrument, meaning that it's not just going to spit out trades to you. You do have to be in it. You have to be thinking. You can't trade without thinking. That being said, my focus and goal is to make you IMtheSIGNAL also. I'm the signal. I want you to be the signal. I don't want it just for myself. So my focus and goal is to make it as simple as possible. Okay, so with that being said, let's look at what our basic strategy would be in the market, or how I look at it anyway. What I usually start on the 15-minute. We got a bunch of news, all right? News. So you start on the 15-minute. I like to look on, and I like to look and make my first decision of where the dominant power is. Like right now, I'm looking on the 15-minute, and we see that in the background is all red. Anything red means it's selling off. All right. So my dominant force is selling down. The sellers are showing strength now. These headlights down here would be what's going on kind of on the 5-minute level. All right. So this is background is the overall trend, and this is kind of like the immediate trend, if we want to call it trend. I'm using that word because most people are familiar with it, but I'm just talking about directional movement in the market. Okay, the 5-minute chart is where we start getting into the core. All right, the 5-minute chart, you will see once again what's going on in the overall trend. That's the background. Your background is your overall trend. Your headlights is what's going on right, kind of like right now, you know, on this 5-minute level, you know. And then you would have these lines. All right. Let me show you those lines closer when we go into the 1 minute. The 1 minute, you see these lines. They change from green to red, to green to red. These lines represent possible trades. All right? rboi will give you a possible trade for every 5 minutes, like ongoing. Right, so all day long, all day, as long as the market is open, you're getting possibles with these lines. All right. Now, the best way to use those lines is when you have an opinion. So if I'm looking at the chart and say I'm on this 15-minute, and I'm like, okay, I think the market is going to continue down, right? I would look and make sure my background shows downward behavior, right? And then I would get to my 1-minute chart. I would see that, okay, this is showing a downward movement. It's giving me a downward indication, right? This line shows that, all right, it's okay to sell. And then I'll have my line that I should be selling at. So this line right here, if you go to this line, it will show you a number. That's your selling number, right? So this one says 30, 33, which is like 30, 35. And you would come here, and if that was on the chart, that would be, you know, what you would be selling at. All right, so that is very, very simple. Oh, just I didn't mention this also. These, you see these crosses, these little crosses. You'll see them on all levels. Crosses. These are possible turning points in the market. All right, possible turning points in the market. All right, you might call it support, resistance, whatever you might want to call it. These are just possible points where the market might reverse. All right, so I keep that in mind also. So moving forward, let's look at the easiest way to use rboi. The one trade that I want to mark off, that I want to say, okay, this is a good trade and everyone should always look at this. Let's say I have you'll see these silver candles, right, on the 1 minute chart. The 1 minute chart, you see silver candles. I'm going to use this as my base candle, right? So if I'm looking to sell, I want to actually have a base candle that says selling, right? Then I want the next candle after it to do its thing. Let that candle do what it's going to do. Then I want to come to this third candle in the group. And if this candle also says to sell, then I want to be in a selling trade. I want to look at that trade. Like right here, this was like kind of like a selling point. So we can look at this particular one, because it had some selling, you know, features to it. So usually things that look the same kind of operate the same. It might not do what we want particularly perfect, but so usually what I would want to see, like I said, if I'm selling, I want to see this right here is blue right now. I would like to see this closed as an orange candle, right? And that would have made me even feel more better about this trade. We happen to be in a period where the market is dropping right now. So, you know, this is why we can't even look at this particular trade right now. If probably we was in a different area of the market, it might not work out just as good. But this is what, you know, we're looking for. If you look at our, you know, pricing, you see that we definitely have a price on there. If we want to, we could take the trade. If we want to, you know, even for whatever, we had $20, we had $12, we had, you know, 15 even now, right? If we want to take that trade, I keep clicking it, but I'm taking. You can take that. That's the main point of this. That is our trade that we're looking for. And you have to make sure you're in an area where the market is going down also, right? Don't do it if the market is going up. You don't want to try that trade. Like if the market is pushing up, you don't want to do the down trade, right? You want to stay with the dominant forces in the market, all right? So just again, let me show you exactly what it will look like again, right? Let me find another place in the market we could possibly look. If I'm looking downward, let's see right here. This is what I want to see right here. See this downward move right here? And then another candle coming down also, right? And my background, you know, the dominant pressure showing that we're looking down. So this is what, let me kind of box this off maybe. Let's see. Boom, 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 boom. Give me something. Give me what I'm looking for. Okay, here's what I'm looking for. Right here. This is the type of pattern you're going to look for in a right here. You see that? If you're selling, that's what you're going to be looking for. Everything red, signal bar down, wait, and wait till this bar closes. This bar has to close in your color first. You can't just jump in there before this bar closes. You wait for this third bar right here showing to close. And then if it closes in the same direction, then you should be good to take your trade. But you must only do this when the market is set up properly. If you see this particular one right here, it did not do it. It did not do it because the market is not set up properly for it. And you notice right here, this is not a down candle, right? This is a 50-50 candle. So you can't use this, right? You have to make sure it closes as a down candle and the market, the dominant trend in the market is going down. And it's the same way for the upward trade. If I'm looking upward, right, I want to see the dominant pressure in the market going up, right? So my first signal candle, I want to see up, and then my third candle that comes, I skip the second one. That third one comes, I want to see that up, and I want to see all green around me. All right, that's your basic trade. All right, you just look for that alone, and just pay attention to that. You'll probably be very, very good because it comes around many times a day, and you only have to do that trade. Like I said, I only shoot for once or twice, and that's it. Nothing else. You just continue to look for that trade. You get it, and then keep building your account with it. All right. It happens all the time. You just have to wait for the market to set up how you want it to set, how it's supposed to set up. And it's all the time, but it's not going to happen every time as in every time you look on the chart, you're going to find it. If you see, it doesn't always occur like that. So that's why you sit and wait for it. You see this one down, another one down, market pushes down, right? This is a whole down trend, so we've been going down for a while. So, but look for yourself. I'm sure I'm doing it this way, but if you look for yourself, you'll see exactly what I'm talking about. And first, before you just jump in live with it, just put it on your demo real quick. Demo it out about 20, 30 times. You'll see that, you gain confidence in it really, really quickly. All right. So once again, all you got to do is just wait. If I was looking on this 5-minute chart, I'm looking, I say, oh, this is a lot of down pressure. I wait for at the 5-minute chart. When the 5-minute chart turns to about 3 and change, I will go over to the 1-minute chart and then look at what the first silver candle is going to do, and then find out what the third candle is going to do. And then you should be in the area for a very good trade. All right. So use that first, and then tell me what type of experience you're having with that. I'm going to actually code this up so it's very easy to see, so you won't have to look for it like like we're doing now. You're kind of waiting and searching. I want to code this in so it kind of pops right up at your face so you can see it immediately. All right. So real good stuff. Happy trading, and be safe in the market. Don't just do any of this just blindly. This is an instrument. Play your instrument well, right? Learn it, and we'll keep on going. I'll keep on having these type of videos if you have questions and if you feel this is helpful. Also, remember, I have the training, so if you get on the training, we'll go over this over and over and over again, and then you can ask questions over and over again about it also. All right, so it's Enrico Janko. Hope this is really helping you out, and I actually know it's going to help out, because this is the exact trade I'm taking with rboi. This is the exact trade I'm taking with rboi. This is all I'm really looking for, right? And I know I can get that 2 times, 3 times a day if I'm on, even more. But I'm just saying, to be cautious and not being greedy, you know, I can get it once, twice, very simple, and do it all the time, and that'll double your account in a week's time. You know, maybe a week and a day, whatever. You know, you definitely be able to double your account safely in at least 2 weeks' time, very easily, even if you're just taking a trade a day. And the objective of this whole thing is just to double your account in, you know, a reasonably quick time. So this is what it's all about. I'm running my mouth, but in 38, this is a down setup we're looking at. The market might have went too far already, so I'm not really sure, but this is one type of setup right here. The market shot down. That was that gray, you know, we see our gray line is pink. You see the pink indicator. This right here now is out of place, but it's still showing down, so we're going to look at it, you know, when we go over, because it's 50-50, so I'll look at it. All right, I know that finished, so let's go over here to Nadex, right? And then I come here, I'm looking at 17, right? I'm looking at 17. So I can take that if I like, right there, right? Right now, like I said, we at the bottom of the market, so you're going to get a heck of a push up. So I'm not doing it at anything, but 17 is our number. You just right now, you got to just have the you know, intestinal fortitude to look at it. But I think I'm just going to do it while we're on here. Maybe if it's let me see how much action it has. It has a little too much movement in it. Like it, you know, it's bouncing a little too hard for me right now. But I'm pretty good. Feel pretty good about that trade, especially since it's not going over 65 or anything like that. You know, I'm gonna shoot it out just because we're on the video, and we'll do it. You know, we got 48 seconds left, since we're just on the video. And I did this strictly for this reason, not over reason, because this one, like I said, it did not set up like I actually wanted it to set up. But hopefully there was enough down movement there that we can actually be okay with it. But we'll wait and see. We got about 19 seconds left. Some two-sided trading coming into it right now. We got 11, 10. We make it past this, we might be pretty good. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. So, that worked out pretty good. We actually got the trade on camera and everything, right? So that's pretty much how we set up for the short right there. And that wasn't even really a good one. You want to make sure, like, let me bring this up here so you can really see this. This is important, because it worked now only because of the place that we are in the market, right? You have to have this candle has to be, you want it to be a strong candle in your favor. You don't want this 50-50 candle, because a 50-50 candle you see can easily pop up, right, and threaten, right? You want a strong candle in your favor when you do this, right? And you might not get a great price. Don't even worry about it if you don't get a great price on Nadex. If you don't get it, don't worry about it. You wait till another time and you get a better price another time. All right? Don't try to force in anything. Like, I really forced that in because I really wanted you to see it on this video, even though I got a bunch of other videos. But that's how your mind is going to work with things. That's how your mind works with trading. It will change your perspective of what is the right thing to do in terms of being cautious. All right, so you always have to be wary of that and that playing on you. And as you work with rboi, it's going to be eerily accurate. But if you allow your greed to control you and you just use it too much, just doing too much with it, you're going to be eerily losing money. So, like, really remember that. Don't let your greed, jump in there, or perspective change what your plan is. All right? Don't let your perspective change what your plan is. Like, okay? So, what else I got to do with that? I'm kind of hyped because I like when that, works out. I really like when things work out like that. All right? Just to show you again, this is what, if this candle ends up, this is what a up move would look like. Right? Not necessarily saying that I would take this particular up move, once again, because of where we are in the market, but I'm talking, and it happens to come up. So let's just look at it when it does come up. If this closes how it's supposed up. If it closes down, I'll just leave it alone, and I'll catch it another time to show you. All right, yeah, it closed down. So I'll close this video because this is long enough, and then we'll get back to it. And remember, any questions, comments, or concerns you might have, just let me know. All right.